here at the Dubai International Motor Show 2017, and obviously here in the UAE, one of the most popular vehicle types, market sectors, is the full-size SUV. So it's no surprise that one of the stars of the show at this year's International Motor Show is this, the Infiniti QX80, all new and available from early 2018 in the United Arab Emirates. The luxury SUV sector is growing at a fabulous pace, and it represents 50% of all large luxury car sales. So in order to prepare the QX80 to take on the competitors in this market, Infiniti has packed it full of technology. It's taken many of the design elements, improved them, changed them, given the car a slightly more aggressive stance. It's slightly larger than the old model. Now at 5.3 meters long, it's 30 centimeters longer than the previous model. All in all, giving it a larger, more imposing presence on the road, and the technology on board helps it to achieve what they hope, Infiniti hope, will be a huge, huge piece of the pie in the SUV sector. As you can see, the QX80 is a fabulous looking vehicle, and it was actually designed at Infiniti's Global Design Center in Atsugi, Japan. And it embodies Infiniti's powerful elegance philosophy. But better that rather than have me talk about it, we've actually got an honored guest here. Mr. Karim Habib is the design director for Infiniti, and he's going to tell us a little more in detail about the features and looks and design features of this car. Thank you.
Okay, as you mentioned, this is the brand new QX80, and what was very important for us here is to build on what the vehicle already has. So this is an evolution of the model that is out on the car today. And the car that's out on the road today actually has the same doors, and the doors have a pretty high line that you can see here just below the window. So what we wanted to do is just have this line continue all the way to the front, and by doing that, it kind of naturally raised the center of gravity of the car. So you see here some headlamps are quite a bit higher than the car today, and that gives the car more presence. Those headlamps are designed with what we call the human eye aspect. We tried to design them to mimic that idea of the human eye, and that's in harmony with the Infiniti double arch grille. So you will recognize that on every Infiniti in different shapes and proportion. And here was quite important for us for this car to be as well, for this grille to be quite big and show that sense of presence that the vehicle needs to have.
The QX80 has a fairly cavernous interior, so when we open the automatic tailgate, inside there's acres of space because of course the new vehicle is 30 centimeters longer. With the rear seats folded flat, you've got a huge load bay. But to bring those seats upright to seat the last two passengers, it's just done at the push of a button. Very easy. No struggling with belts and straps, with hooks. Just hold the buttons down and the seats fold up. Lots of room on the inside, even for the rear seat passengers. And what I like particularly is the air conditioning has ducts all the way down the vehicle, so even the rear seat passengers have got ample cooling. This is a 5.6 litre V8 engine putting out 400 horsepower, 413 foot-pounds of torque. It delivers through a 7-speed gearbox, all that power either just to the rear wheels, or if you're desert driving of course, to all four wheels. That engine will give this vehicle a 0 to 100 km/h time of 7.5 seconds, and a maximum speed of 210 kilometers an hour. Moving to the interior of the QX80, and this really is a sumptuous, fabulous, comfortable place to be sitting. I really love this saddle brown interior that they've put on these seats. It's leather but beautifully trimmed. It's got this quilted appearance which I really like, and I think really gives it a nice upmarket feel and look. And with the screen you've got voice recognition, so you can make telephone calls and navigate using voice recognition. Because this is a large vehicle, it's got a bigger engine. What Infiniti has done is thickened the material on the floor pan, making it a very, very quiet interior because that absorbs more road noise, more exterior sound. Infiniti is now claiming that this is 5% quieter on the interior than it was before, and the QX80 was already a quiet car, so that makes it class leading in that respect. One fabulous feature of this car, which I really like personally, is this rear view mirror. Ordinarily, it acts as a regular rear view mirror. So if there's nobody in the car, you can see whatever it is that's going on behind you. What you can do if you've got a car full, imagine, of very tall people who are obscuring the view and you can't see out of this mirror out the back window, at the flick of a switch, this turns from a mirror to a monitor, taking a feed from a camera in the back, so you've still got a clear view of what's going on. I think that's really clever and very, very practical. This vehicle has a great many active safety features to give you more confidence on the road that you're going to be looking after you and your family in complete safety. These work from 32 kilometers an hour up to 145 kilometers an hour, but also at low speed there are features such as rear collision avoidance. So if you're backing out of a parking space, there are sensors to prevent you from reversing back into somebody. Here in the middle row of seats, there's, as you can see, lots and lots of space, plenty of room for me, and I'm 6 feet tall. These screens are an inch larger than they were in the previous model, and for the 2 middle seat passengers, you've got 2 different channels. So you can be watching one program on here, a completely different program on this channel. You've also got, as I mentioned before, plenty of air conditioning back here, the same sumptuous leather seats, room for 3 across the back, and access as well from this side and from the front side for the cooling box, which is in the center of the front seat. Imagine you've got your hands full of shopping or clothes and bags and bits and pieces. Your children are trying to get into the rear row of seats. Very simple, just press one button and that rear seat folds down completely, allowing access to the rear row. The luxury SUV sector is a large one, and it's one that's well worth fighting for. Infiniti, with the QX80, has brought to the market a vehicle with more technology, more space, more luxury, great interior design, great exterior design. And for this market, with all those features and all this technology, I believe that Infiniti has nailed it with the QX80.